Hello and welcome to another Shock Films tutorial. I'm Caleb Shockley, and today we're going to be going over how to customize the Triune Scores pack. So back on Black Friday, Triune Store, which is the store for Film Riot, if you've heard of them, they were having big sales, and I really needed some music, so I was able to get some. I got their music pack, which is, this here, they had like regular music for films, and then they had a trailer pack. And the song I'm going to be going over is called Hero Born from the trailer pack. And it's great music. There's a link in the description to both packs, and then the big bundle that they've got if you want to go check those out. But so I'm just gonna play this for you, kind of hear the difference between the original track and then my track, kind of tell you how to customize the song using the different layers, kind of show you how the songs come. So I'm gonna play you first the original Hero Born track, and then I'll play you my kind of, custom made version of it. So here's the original. Okay, so that is how the track comes. They break it up into parts, and then they give you the full track, and I'll kind of show you that in a little bit. But let me play you my kind of custom made version of that track. Okay, so that is my custom made version. So I'm gonna jump in to here. So once you get the pack and you download it, and you kind of open it all up, and then you go in to the trailer music. And the regular music, it's the exact same way. It has these different folders. It's got the tracks, which gives you 10 different tracks that they've made, and then you can go into stems, and then all the 10 different tracks are instead their folders. And if you click on them, it gives you all these different, stems, basically, just all the different parts, just played out. There's 14 different parts to the Hero Born song, and in here I've only got 8 tracks, but really I've got 10 different layers. So 10 of the different stems I use to make this. So, and all the songs come this way for full, maximum customization. So I'm just gonna kind of go over, kind of my process on how I made this. So you may be able to tell that this viola's stem is the main kind of portion, piece of this entire track. Everything is kind of centered around this track. So I'm going to solo it out. I'm just going to let you listen to that, and you'll when you're listening to it now without any of the other different parts, you can hear kind of how choppy it is, like in this area and right here. So just listen to this. Okay, so that is the main track, and there are 2 layers that help hide this cut, and I also used a crossfade so it kind of fades in, but it's still, it still has that kind of, you can tell it's, 2 different tracks, or 2 different pieces of the track that just kind of smashed together. It's really easy to tell when you're just listening to itself, and the thing that helps the transition there is these symbols. Let me read all these different layers. Is this cymbals and this boom, which are actually used in the original song to do a different transition, but I knew that I was going to go from this kind of softer to build up to this louder, and the cymbals kind of helps hide that, and then the boom helps kind of lead in the louder music, the higher, because as you can see these sound waves are much higher than these. So I'm going to play this part now with the cymbals and the boom, and you can see you'll be able to hear the difference. Can't even hear that cut, which is really, really good. That is the whole purpose of those. And then down here for this, this is the end of the track, and this is kind of towards the middle, towards the end, but it's not the very end. So I did this just to make the track shorter, and what helps lead this in is this violins track down here, because this has I don't really know how to describe it, but the way it sounds, the violins sounds the same way towards the end of this, so it helps kind of transition that. So let me play that real quick. Can't even tell, which is, it's just really, really great. So I'm gonna kind of go through my thought process while I was making this. Really, the whole reason I made this is because if you watch my last tutorial, the video that I used to kind of show what the effect was, there was some music in the background, and I kind of needed some hero music, and I was like, hey, I got this track, I can customize it, make it however I want. That's the only reason that I really made this track, but it was really, really fun making this. And now I'm teaching you how to do some customization. So I started off with a twinkle, because it kind of helps lead it in. so that's nice. And of course I use this transition, and I just kind of found parts of the song. I would listen to the full song and I was like, I kind of like this. I like the way this sounds. I want this part to be used. So basically I took all the different stems, brought them in here, so I had all 14 layers. As you can see, I've got this track 14, and then I just cut the tracks, put them in how I kind of felt they were needed. I used a lot of fades and crossfade here, because I got this kind of boom at the end. This fades out, and then I was just kind of listening for parts like right here with this trumpet. I just found a part that I thought, it'd sound good if it came in at this moment. Same here, it's just everything. And then I've got this kind of dead space right here for this trumpets, and this trombone and horn kind of helps fill that, and it doesn't sound as odd when it just kind of is, not there. So, and then the harp, that's just kind of background. So, you've got stuff in the background that, kind of helps it. So I'm gonna play this from right here, so you can just kind of feel that real quick. Okay, so as you can see, when this trombone layer came in, the trumpet was kind of going down, and then the trombone came in and it kind of helped pick it back up, which is really good. So I'm gonna mute these layers, and then this one, so you can kind of hear what it sounds like right here. Kind of got the trumpet, and it's like, it's gone, and which isn't good. And this trombone and horn, while you can't really hear the horn all that well, it just kind of helps with the background. And I said, the cymbals and boom, you really need to work those together, because while the cymbals, that's really what helps hide the cut between the 2 points in the violas, but the boom helps lead in the more fast-paced, higher music, and you really need those lead-ins, because otherwise it just sounds choppy, and it doesn't sound that great. And for this part, this harp is softer than this part. So if you listen, then listen to this part. This harp, it's fast paced, So I put it in, and then I guess the boom and cymbal helps lead this in, so it's not just suddenly there. So everything just leads everything in. This twinkle kind of leads in the beginning of the song. The stinger at the end, ends the song. Everything is working together to make the track. You can't use one part, or or just not have transitions and stuff like that. You need them, otherwise the track's just gonna sound dead, basically. People, it just won't be very appealing to the ear, which you really need. Audio is one of the biggest parts of film, which is really why I wanted this music pack, because I know how important audio is. If you don't have good audio in a film, then it just ruins the whole thing. It's just, you really need that. So this is why I got this music pack, and you should really, look into music. And this is all royalty free too, so I can use this for anything. YouTube, they have their own music library that you can use absolutely free for any videos, but you can only use the music that they've got there. You can't, customize it, make it sound the way you want, and which is what this is really, really great for. So that is all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. I'll be doing some more VFX videos, and hopefully at the beginning of the year I'll be posting some shorts. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that happens. So please subscribe, so that way you'll know when all that comes out. So thank you again for watching. This is Caleb Shockley signing off. Keep on filming, everyone.